Is it not working?
No, it's fine.
Okay. By the way, is this safe? It was the second grade. Me and my two friends were competing for the first place in everything. We were the three best students in our school and were keen to find out who was supposed to be the first. In my free time, I drew dinosaurs, did homework and watched Ben 10. Life was good. I liked my school, but I chatted with my friends even during lessons, so my teacher would send me to the corner as punishment. I absolutely hated that, because it made me feel stupid among my two smart friends. Whenever it happened, it caused me to doubt myself. One day, our teacher called us. There was this IQ test, but only the smart kids could enter. I liked being called smart, so I said sure. I went to the exam place and thought that the exam was pretty easy. Turns out I passed it and could enter the second exam, which was an interview. In the interview, they gave me some puzzles and math questions. I remember that I was so tired from all these tests and I dozed off a little in the interview. But then, the results got announced and I got in. Then everything changed so fast. By pure luck, my family found a house in the city and we moved out. In the process, I lost all my friends and all my teachers. I cried. Quite a lot. So, let's talk about what happens after you pass the test. The whole thing happens in a place called Science and Art Center. You get categorized into three groups: art, music, and general talent. I was in general talent, which meant that they didn't really know what I was good at. Jack of all trades, master of none kinda deal. To find out what I was actually good at, I took lessons from every major subject. Biology, math, art, philosophy, and all the others. I hated math, loved art, and had zero talent in music. Years passed. I was a boy and became a bigger boy. Now that we had a general idea about how things worked, we started making projects. It was like a science fair, but better. We had equipment to do anything, and we could use it however we wanted. We had chemicals, 3D printers, the unfinished projects the seniors left that never got finished. Anything you can imagine. I loved looking around and messing with stuff. What is that, a chemical? Let me look at it. What's that, an extremely strong magnet that busted someone's thumb? Let me play with it a little. Same for the projects too. I hated working solo. So, I always tried to join group projects and chat to people. But because of that, I never finished a project of my own. It always felt boring after a while. Although, I was once working on this robot arm with hydraulics. It was supposed to identify shapes and sizes of objects and grab it according to the... Holy, that's a rocket! Turns out, while I was working on that pathetic robot arm, my friend was trying to build a model rocket. How could he do something so dangerous? And not call me! They were facing a problem though. They had a model rocket, but they had no idea how to launch it. Then the teammate proposed an idea. He had a farmer relative, and that relative had many chemicals to grow plants. One particular chemical among them was called ammonium nitrate. You see, it's a very useful chemical that helps with plant growth. It is also used for making explosives. Now you might ask, that sounds dangerous, don't you need permission to use something like that? They used ammonium nitrate to launch the rocket. However, they decided to use only a small amount so that nothing dangerous happened. They wanted to experiment how it's launched the moment they finished the rocket, and I was all on board. We went to an open space near the Science and Art Center so that we wouldn't damage anything nearby. It was raining outside, and we felt like geniuses because the boom of the rocket wouldn't alert anybody since everybody would think it as thunder. We put the ramp down, we put the rocket down, we put our umbrellas up for protection, which is extremely stupid. To explain why it's stupid, let me show you an engineering tragedy. It is 2003. It is the first shuttle mission of NASA that year. They are told there was a debris strike. They re-enter the atmosphere. At 9 o'clock, the main body breaks up. When the launch footage was reviewed, they found that there was a piece of foam that hit the side panels during the launch. They later made experiments to see how a piece of foam could have that much power. And they find out. We were not trying to launch a piece of foam. We were trying to launch a 2-kilogram plastic model rocket into air. Don't do that. It's stupid. The teammate tried to launch the rocket. The first time, nothing happened. The second time, nothing happened too. By the third time, we were thinking that it was a dud and started laughing. Then it took off. The rocket was there, and then it wasn't. You see, there was a thing that we didn't account for. If it is raining, then it generally means it is also windy. So it means that the rocket could fall back to us. And it did that. I remember the raindrops falling on my face. I looked up at the sky and thought, I can die right now. And I waited. The rocket fell on the teammate's umbrella and it destroyed it. He was fine, but we all stood there silently as we tried to get our bearings. Then the adrenaline kicked in and we started to laugh like maniacs. That's it. That's how a model rocket almost killed me. Just to be sure, don't you ever do what we did. It was absolutely idiotic. But thank you if you watched it all the way, and I hope you have a wonderful day. See ya!